Well, hey guys, thanks for coming back to Fasterproms YouTube channel. I know it's been a long time since I've posted. It's been, I think, about a month. And that is a whole nother story here, and we will get to that at some other time on another video. But for now, enjoy this video. What is going on, guys? We're down here in Maryland at Capitol Raceway here, and we're actually got a car at the track here that I've been doing some tuning on, and we're actually trying to get a 7-second pass out of this Mustang here today. We got a little bit of suspension tweakage that we need to do. Last time we had this thing on the dyno here made like about 10 to 50, right about 30 pounds of boost or so. We get this thing just a little bit faster, little by little, and it's got a little bit of age on this. I wanted to show you guys this turbo here. When you run an open turbo like this, this is kind of one of those things that you got to expect. Look at that. Definitely not optimal. They did get this turbo for free. I don't even remember how, but pretty light car. It's a no prep car. They have not prepped the track or anything right yet, but we just want to see if we can get this thing to go down, make some clean passes. But a quick little tour of this thing. It's got all the goodies here. Power glide, air to water. It's a forged 5.3 with a 84 millimeter turbo on it, and it really does get the job done. Keith kind of built this thing on a budget and over during COVID last year. Slowly but surely been getting this thing a lot faster, and it's been an absolute pleasure to do some tuning on this thing. Okay, John Forrest. Forget the ice or
yeah.
what?
We're just gonna do a 60.
Good.
What the hell? What the hell? I said don't do a full pass.
Doesn't have ice in it. Kind of shook him just a smidge. Look at that. Between Keith and Brady, which Brady's your son that just was driving that and all that stuff, they're always wanting to change stuff. I know we were all in the car together on the way here, and he's like, I want to change this, I want to change that, and whatever. So, and again, this is a non-prep, so this is a no-prep car, and that just went what?
830 1/4 when he lifted.
And it probably was not even 1,000 foot. That was probably a 800 foot, if that. Yeah. Nasty, nasty. And so the moral of the story was,
I tell them all the time, don't make too many changes at once. One change, one time. That's it. And then if it works, then you can change something else.
now you guys were champs with junior dragsters, like
Yeah, 3 years champions.
Woo!
141. Went 830 to the quarter, lifting at the 8th.
Woo!
What's your time?
505. Well, 131 on the back tire to 60
Yeah,
foot.
on a no prep. Good job, man. That was a good job. Well done, dude. That looked no drama.
Is that 330 burnout, boy?
Yeah, yeah.
I stopped and I was like, oh my god, the 8th mile cones are right there.
Right before that pass, you guys made a couple of adjustments. I wanted to just kind of break it all down. Like, let's get some nerdy details on what went on, what you guys did.
Basically I went in and changed it and put more anti-squat in it. Try to get a little more traction down track. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So I made a bar change just the other day, just test it and see. We actually went our fastest pass so far with it off the trailer today before they even prepped the track. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think we can make it run a number before the day's out.
Awesome.
It's working. I mean, it's
So
working.
again, that's no prep. And first pass of the day,
Yeah.
you know, not really changing anything.
Nope.
It actually took boost out of it, so we were like
Yeah,
about 7 pounds out, right?
Something like that, yeah. Well, we went from 32 down to 24, so
Okay.
yeah, that's a good jump.
But it's plus spring, so you're at
Plus,
30,
yeah.
31 pounds of boost
Yeah,
total.
we'll have to pull a log and just double check that.
All right, so last time we had this on the dyno, that was roughly about 1,000, 1,050
There's no ice in it.
Oh yeah. So we're down a little bit on power, but IATs at the end of the pass, you said we're only...
I turned off on our turn right and looked, and they were 74, so I can't imagine they got that hot.
Heck yeah. Super efficient, man.
It's working.
All right, so what's the plan for this run right here?
All of it.
a little more boost. I mean, honestly, today that's the fastest pass the car's been on, and again, it's fresh. So I mean, really, it would be nice to see a 7-second pass.
Yeah.
Shut it off there.
Yeah, I shut it off when at 8:30. So you know, you can only imagine, even if I ran to 1,000 foot, probably would be like a low 8.
Yeah.
But
we are over revving. I wanted to say that too. So it's like going out the back door might be a little bit.
Yeah,
it's on borrowed time.
It's not geared for
it'll be on the
quarter mile.
limiter.
Yeah.
It'll be on the limiter, you know
So,
what I mean?
and again, this car is built for 8th mile, and I mean we're stretching what it's doing a little bit now, but I mean that's pretty awesome.
So for this next pass, we gotta look at some slow-mos and stuff. We'll probably tighten the front up maybe a little bit to get it not to power wheelie like it did, and then probably ramp it in a little quicker, try to get a little better 60 foot.
Yeah, on that burnout, you went from 11 pounds to about 12 and a half pounds, just like that, you know.
So yeah, we'll do a normal burnout next time.
All right, thanks for the interview there, John Force. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the data log real quick here. All right, so right there we got the boost and we got our RPM right there. What do we leave on boost wise right here?
It's like 17.
All right, so it left on 17 pounds at about 4,000 RPM. She goes up to about 6,400. It's kind of like the converter goes up, trails back down a little bit. Now this is a little bit weird. The boost dropped right there, and we're kind of thinking, hey, maybe the turbo might be consuming a lot of that boost. However, in second gear though, it's holding. So I was just calling into question the turbo, and at 30 pounds, it was consuming it as it went from 6,300 to 7,000 RPM. So it shifts at 7,000 RPM, the boost drops a little bit right there. But when we look at the same RPM versus the same RPM, we do have a little bit more load in second gear, so we have to factor that as well. But if we held the boost all the way through first right there, we would have had a little bit more power. There might be a little bit something there. So you want to try and go up another pound or two and see what you're at? Or 4, 5, 10 pounds? Well, this time let's remember about the ice.
Well, that was,
yeah.
I mean, right there we're at
30 pounds. What's IETs? Go over to,
it's not even on there, is it?
yeah, all
our stuff's changed. We have to go in and redo it.
All right, well, why don't we try this? Why don't you try and go up 4 pounds and see where you're at? Because again, you might trip over the area where you're way out of your efficiency.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's gonna happen.
I think we did that, because like we've run 36, 38 pounds, but it's run the same number.
Okay.
So it's like, at that point, it's so much back pressure, it's hurting us more than it's helping us.
Which last time I was up here, we had this idea about kicking that turbo to the curb and putting in a T6. It was an 88 millimeter. That was your turbo. You have since changed direction. That turbo left, but let's just try and go up a little bit incrementally and see what you go. What do you want to do? 3, 4 pounds?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, well, the proof will be in the pudding if it goes 145 and 8. That would be a number. That would be a number though.
That would be a...
Alright, and then go 1,000 foot. See if you can run a 7. That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah, we'll take the limiter up to $9 grand and we'll make it.
Okay. Alright, so last time we had this thing on the dyno, it was a little bit different. We went up in boost beyond 30 and it really didn't pick up. Last time we were actually out of fuel and we've done some fuel blending chemistry right there. But one more little piece of the data log right here. So that's wheel speed right there. So left and then pretty much nothing, and then by the time you are at the top of first gear, put the wheel down.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, man. It looked so clean.
It hung them out there pretty far.
81 mile an hour.
All right, so as they say, the devil's in the details right here. It's gonna be really hard for you guys to see, but as we showed you a little bit earlier, that area where the boost dropped right there. So we're gonna try and go in and we're gonna match up our G meter, potentially, but the theory is this, that hopefully where we're dropping boost, obviously should be dropping power. We wanna at least maintain that. So we're going in our boost by time, and we noted that point was at 2 seconds. So we actually need to go 2 seconds to 3 seconds, but we gotta change our heading right there.
Yep.
And we're gonna maybe raise that boost up a little bit right there to try and combat the boost drop.
Try to make it carry a nice steady curve.
So we're not losing anything. Hopefully we can make incremental hundredths of a gain, and then just run it out the back door, and maybe a couple more pounds of boost may just do it. So
Yep.
let's do it to it, man. All right, 7 seconds, Cody. Come on. Oh, yes, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. Awesome, man. All right. Yes, dude. That's badass, man. Woo. That feels freaking awesome. I can't wait to look at that data log. That is sick. Hell yeah, dude. That is awesome, man. That is lots of hard work, man.
You can see the fumes coming out of the exhaust coming up like this. It was crazy.
That was a dream all along. Hell yeah, bro.
It was on the limiter and now lifted.
Hey, 161.
That time slip right there, buddy. I mean, look at that 60 foot.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's a good 60.
That is sick, man. So
That
actually,
does
at no better mile an hour in the 8th. But yeah, you just ran it out.
Look at the log.
5.0. So actually, believe it or not, it's actually a little slower. That's freaking wild, man.
The draggy. The draggy was sitting right here. And let the log.
That is crazy, man. Budget 7-second car, man. Hell yeah. Where were you on the rev limiter? A couple hundred feet before, or maybe?
Yeah. It was like, and I like got out of it. But because I was watching them, I'm like, ah, we're almost there, and it like it wasn't even close. And I mean, that was 7,300.
The goal all along, and that's so awesome just to be able to check that box.
Yeah. Now we just gotta get a 4-second pass.
So a little more boost, a little faster.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 60 on a flip, man, that's pretty good.
Heck yeah.
791. Oh, shaking.
Yeah, I can't blame you, dude. I'd be shaking too. Woo! That's freaking
I almost
awesome.
missed the turn off.
Yeah.
So there's like, I think there's 3 or 4. I wasn't sure if there was one after the one I stopped at, but I stopped after and had to back up.
Oh, really?
I should have dumped the chute.
Minute here, buddy, and breathe deep, and just realize you made one of your dreams come true.
7-second pass, you did it.
Oh yeah, dude. Built a 7-second car in your garage by yourself.
Yeah.
Pretty sick, dude.
Thanks.
All budget stuff, man.
Y'all budget.
This is a Ford guy right here.
Yeah, it's a budget.
Well done, man. Well done.
Yep. Turbo was given to me by the neighbor, Tim Rock. He said, here, I'm not going to use it. So it's just a T4. It's a small little turbo. It's like a street turbo. We just played with it, got it to go. So it's going.
All right, so now the nerdy part of what I'm really excited to look at here. All right, so we got a draggy, and we've got the data log here. So let's take a quick look at the draggy here.
So there's a draggy.
And that right there is where you let off. So that's your G meter, and then stop right there. And you're guessing that's about 1,000 foot because.
Yep. So sometimes the draggy's a little slow because like it says I want a 2.9 to the 60. I want 2.3 to the 60 on its time slip, so it's a little bit different. But it says 1,000 foot was a 665. You can look on the log, and at 6.8 seconds, it was on the limiter. So we were probably a couple hundred feet shy of the quarter mile.
So right there being where he lifted, and that was saying 1,000 foot right there, and you're saying it's, I mean, it's got to be give or take 100 feet from there. 6.9. Letting off right there.
Yeah.
Because you said you hit the rev limiter and lifted right then, right?
And then the shifter started. And I drive it. It's not flying out of the car.
What, did it get loose or something?
No, I think it wants a turbo 400. It wants another gear. But
well, sick, man.
I mean, if you
there's more
like,
in there. It's just it's not geared for that. But.
Might make it to the might make it there at like 77, 7800.
7,500. Nope. The other question was about the boost. As far as we had that boost lull, and it did fix it right there. But the other question is that it is trailing off right there. So perhaps we can go by our time, and if we time this out right there, you can add a little bit of boost back, maybe get a smidge more top end.
Try to get the carry out.
Yeah. It did not, in fact, go any faster in the 8th, but again, we just wanted to try and fix that because it looked like something that needed to be addressed.
Yeah, shook the tires again.
Yes, we had a worse 60 foot, which you also, mind you.
Probably needs a radial to be hitting them this hard.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to slow the shock down a little bit, see if that helps. If not, we'll just leave it the way it is and ride it out.
All right, man. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm really interested to see if we can throw a little bit more of that right there. And so that is actually 27 pounds. That's crazy, man.
It's like 2 pounds less.
All right, well, we're going to continue to try and go a little faster here.
I don't know why he's so opposed to revving the 7800.
It'll go. One day there may be a little slip up on the...
What do you mean go? Like make it or not make it?
I think it'll make it a few times.
That's all we need.
Nah, it'll make it. It'll make it.
That's all we need is one.
I mean, we've turned stock bottom end 7,800, you know.
Maybe you're past, you get in, and we just raise it. We don't say nothing about it.
All right, last minute adjustment here. Just went up 7,500 RPM rev limiter. See if Keith's gonna drive it now. See if we can go all the way down and not have to lift at 1,000 foot mark. See if we can get still another 7, but maybe a 780 hopefully. We're just picking up some parts off the track here. You can tell what that is. Got a little pieces of piston ring. It's a sad day, but cleaned up the oil real quick, and there's surprisingly not that much oil on the track. So
I couldn't believe my shoe came out at half track. My shoe came off. But, you know,
right.
Pretty impressive.
Got a tailwind too.
Said straight to the limiter that we just raised.
Yeah.
He charged it up for real that time.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
shaking them bad.
Spool it up. He bumping it in. He bumping it in. Oh. Good God Almighty, that boy gone. Straighten them wheels up. There you go. Oh! What was that?
his shoes. He come out his shoes.
I told you to go with the eating rear. I told him to go with the eating rear. He didn't. Oh my God. I am so sorry, man. When you told me to make it sticky for you, I made it sticky for you.
Oh, you kept it straight.
You kept it straight. Then that's how you do it.
Kept it straight.
They tell you, Capital Raceway is the hookingest track on the planet. God almighty.
All right, so this Keith's second pass made a little adjustment. Took a little bit of power out of it. They just cleaned the track up a whole bunch. Just sprayed it down. I'd love to see Keith get a nice 7 out of this. Totally deserves it.
I don't know why it's spinning that.
All right, so we're gonna do this again. 12 pounds of air. Nice condensation. She's good and cold. We're going hoodless this time. There we go. That's more like it.
Yeah, now it's ready.
All right, don't stay on it too long here. Come on.
I don't either, dude. Same tune-up.
You might have to soften the back end or something. Because if you make it too tight here,
Oh my gosh. That is on.
Competition, you gotta get ready to suit up and get ready to lock and load.
Well, we get a little bit going back and forth trying to move the boost curve around and our launch in and so on and so forth, but we're going to try one more pass here. The DA is dropping. We do have a tailwind, as you can see right there, that way, but we're going to add a little bit of tire pressure. So we looked at some slow-mos of the car leaving, and they've done all sorts of suspension playing around. It's back to where it was, but the track is definitely sticky, as you saw. So we're going to try and go one more pound of air, see if we can get it to work. All right, last pass for the day here.
it's like it's going.
9-4. Well, end of the day, we still got something to be very, very proud of, so I can't be happier with that, though, honestly. It be that way sometimes. You know, we made some awesome progress, and then sometimes you go to back it up, and the tiniest little thing, we started to analyze the way that Keith was leaving, and he was generating a little bit more boost, and even though he seemed to get past the 60 foot, it lit off a little bit well past the 60 foot, a little bit different. Just kind of overpowered the tires, but hell of an awesome experience. I'm so proud of these guys. I'm so glad to be part of this whole build. I'm so pumped for them and can't wait to see where this car is going. That car is now getting a bigger, badder motor and, well, I think 2 pretty bad turbos. So guys, I got a quote for you, and somebody may need to hear this here. Sometimes we all go through some pretty tough stuff in our lives and all that, and this is what the quote is. It says, oftentimes we are in the middle of our pain, and it's a piece of the puzzle, and we cannot see the final picture. There is a purpose in the pain. God is right there in the middle of it, watching you go through it, understanding what the final picture is going to look like. So we all have stages in our life that kind of just suck. And, well, He's right in there in the middle with you. Song I'm going to leave you with is Death Grip by Watt Wyatt. Hope you guys enjoy. God bless you. We'll see you next episode. And very happy Thanksgiving. We've been working on a Black Friday sale for you guys for quite a while. This is for a 99 to 2013 truck, and you know that we absolutely love our LSAs. It turns any small little engine into an absolute beast. It's like turning it into a 600-inch engine. And I'll tell you what, these are getting hard to come by. We got a setup of 850cc injectors or 1000cc injectors. We got our pulleys on it, and it is Fasterproms ported. Check this out. It is a beast inside there. A lot more power than just one that you're going to be able to buy from somebody else. We have the full kit from ICT Billet, and Laz, take it away.
ICT stuff works great. I'm running a 6 rib on my truck, making plenty of boost, no slippage. Got the big LSA tensioner on it. They give you the accessory, the tensioner brackets, the accessory drive brackets, and the adapters for the heads.
And this is all going to be installed locally here by us. Tuned by me, installed by Laz and Juan.
We're also going to make a custom cold air intake for it. We have a few different tanks that we're looking at.
Gotcha. So we're going to be running LT4 pump, and we got a heat exchanger that goes along with this. It'll be a turnkey package. Bolt on at least 150 wheel horsepower, and well, you've seen it before on a bunch of other stuff we've had. Sometimes we've done over 300 wheel gain on this blower alone. So the discount on this package is at least $1,700 off, depending on options.
There you go. Pull on my hand. Cow just laid on me.